Hi, this is Jennifer Jalogaf from JenniferSpeaks.com. So today I'm going to walk through Tailwind. For those of you who don't know, Tailwind is a platform, a desktop, and there's also a mobile application as well. Platform that enables users to auto schedule their Pinterest pins. Pinterest is a search engine. It's not really a social media platform, but it's similar. Essentially, it's a bulletin board that allows you to go through the web or upload from your desktop or from other social media platforms inspirational pictures, outfits, ideas, recipes, DIY products. If you're planning a wedding or a baby shower, you can gather all these different, ideas and tips and suggestions and from different websites all over the internet in one place on your these things called boards. Now, for those people who use Pinterest for business, not just for pinning interesting things, but who also use Pinterest to, who are actually the ones creating the content and use Pinterest to drive traffic back to their personal websites or use Pinterest to sell products on their website or to sell affiliate products, meaning products which they're get a share in revenue for any traffic or sales that they drive to a specific product. You want to be pinning regularly and not just pinning your own content and not just pinning your affiliate content, but you want to pin content from around the web as well, disperse them around so people who are following you, following that your blog or your Pinterest account is let me show you mine, is relevant, interesting, informative, and they follow you, and then they will continue to like what you post or follow you, and eventually, I posted a bunch of tech stuff recently. Anyway, so I posted a lot of techie sort of things recently. So this is my Pinterest account. Anyway, so you want to be penning, but you want to pen throughout the day. You want to print different types of content for your followers, but you don't have time to be doing it every day, all day, in like successively, just because it to get too much as you're just spamming people. They're just getting pins and pins and pins from you. So that's why you need to disperse them. The second reason why you don't want to pin is because it'll just be too time consuming. So Tailwind is one of the Pinterest sanctioned, Pinterest verified, Pinterest authorized desktop tools that allow you to schedule your pins, publish your pins, and they'll do it for you remotely without you being in there. You have to add the pins to them manually. But once you do that, the autos, you're scheduled to go out. So two ways that you can do the schedule. Here's a schedule that was already set up for me. And I think what happens is there's two ways. One thing, Pinterest just creates the schedule just because they found that on their platform, these are the best times to pin. And then also there's a smart aspect to this tool that essentially realizes it's like an algorithm that determines that the people who are following you, this is when they're on. So that's where the schedule comes from. So essentially, how do you add information to the schedule? There's several different ways you can do it. One way you can do is actually go to the site. For example, here's a blog post this is one of my blogs, JenniferSpeaks.com. And there's this blog post I did on Viral Tag, which is another social media platform. And so here's a post. And what I usually do, what bloggers usually do after they do a post, at the bottom of the post, you'll find like a pin, which is a long image that people can pin in order to help them come back to the site. Or your blogger yourself can use to add to Pinterest or use the Tailwind. So I have a Tailwind applet here. So if I push this button here, it's going to give me all the various different images from that website. This is the long one. The algorithm prefers longer than wide images. So I'll click this here, and then highlight, and I go to Go Schedule. What that's going to do, it's going to take me over to the Tailwind site, and it's going to give me the opportunity to schedule this pin. So I already have boards that are already on my Pinterest account, and so when I click right here, it's going to give me the opportunity to select amongst my various different boards. I have some of them are locked. This represents a group board, and select a board for this to go pin on. So I'm going to pin this on tech and social media because this is about the best tool for scheduling your posts and reaching new audiences. You can do it to more than one. So, if I had another place I wanted to put it, I can, add it. Let's see if there's someplace else I can add this to. I could add this to affiliate pins, but that's locked. I don't think it's going to let me Yeah, okay, it will let me look. I don't know if I'm gonna waste. I don't want to waste a pen going there. You know, if I had another, I can add it to more than one board. So I'm just gonna add it to this one for now. This is me. You may have already pinned this. Okay, I'm probably pinned it already. So then you also have the option. Here's a new option to pin it to your Facebook page. Schedule this directly to your Facebook page. I haven't put that on, so I'm not going to click that. And then I can send this to Pinterest. I mean to Twitter. So if I have a Twitter account that's already connected to Pinterest, to Twitter, to this Tailwind page here, a Tailwind account, this Tailwind account, it'll automatically tweet this image to as well. Then I can add it to tribes. What tribes is essentially is various different people who have similar interests will gather and say, okay, we're going to have tribes. And let me click the tribes. So I'm in 4 different tribes. In my account that I'm in, I think I can have it to 5 or 6. So I can add 2 more like tribes. This one's about babies. This one's a mom's the world because I have a parenting blog. Amazing mom bloggers, some of mom bloggers as well, and affiliate and sponsored pins tribe. So the number here is the number of times contributed. So I contributed 26 of my pins. I shared 21. That should be even. So I should go in there and share 25 more pins from this tribe so if there's parity. Because a lot of times there are rules that says you can only pin, you know, for every one pin you contribute, you have to pin two others, or maybe they may just say just be equal. So here, for example, I've shared 18 pins. I've only contributed 3, so I can put up to 15 more pins on here, so it's parity. Same thing here. I've shared 8 pins, and I've only contributed 7 pins. And when you put them on there, you essentially just put them in the tribe. People don't have to repin your stuff, but it's just there, so in case it's an option for folks. But it's a good way to get your brand and your page out there. So I'm going to add this pin to affiliate and sponsor posts. If I add that there, add it to tribe, I get 30 per day, 30 per month. Now to go. I'm not going to add it because I think I already put that on there, but that's where we go. Then you add it to your queue. So add it to your queue, you put schedule now. So you schedule it, and when you schedule it, what's going to happen is the magic, go to my schedule posts, and it's going to reopen, and that new pin that I just pinned there is going to show up here in the next slot. See all these different slots? You want to have these slots filled up. When these slots empty out, you're going to get an email from Tailwind saying your queue is empty. So today, these 2 pins are going to go out. On Wednesday, these 3 are going to go out. I need to mix that up. And Thursday, these 3 are going to go out. And so each time I go and add something to Tailwind, either from the desktop, either straight from website like I just did just there, or I can also do this and I can go to pins that I've already published before. So, drafts. Sometimes I don't have any drafts in there, but you can put pins that you started working on here in drafts. I don't have any there now. Or you can also, pins that were published already, you can repin them as well. So these are pins here that were republished. So if I want to reschedule this pin, something that's already to be published that did well. For example, this did really well. It got 1,222 repins. No comments, but I pinned that back in January 8th for the first time. And in January 8th, 2017, it got 1,222 pins. So that's a popular pin. That's not my site. So, but for good karma purposes, I can repin that again. And I'm not going to, but if I want to reschedule that, I would click here, reschedule this pin. I can add it to one of those tribes I mentioned, or you can click this button and find similar content. Since that was an outfit, sort of a sporty outfit, Tailwind's going to look for similar fashion-related sort of pins that I might like. These are all kind of sort of fashion-related, so it allows me to add it to a queue. So if I wanted to, I can add it to the queue. I'm not going to, though, but that's just letting you know that's an option for you. Another place you can go get pins is you can also go from Instagram. So if you have an Instagram page that's already signed in, this one doesn't have an Instagram page signed in, but I'm going to go to another of my accounts that does have one. Okay, yeah, it was signed in. Okay. It was already signed in somehow. Okay, it's weird. Anyway, I'm going to see if this is what happens here. Okay, it didn't work, but that's okay. Let me just go back. Go back here. It looks like it looks like it was already signed into Instagram because it just populated just now. Did you guys see it? It's populated. So I'm gonna wait. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so this is for JJ Gat. This is so all my various different Instagram accounts that are connected here on this account, so I can repin from one of these accounts. These numbers here just telling me this was liked on Gen 9. I had 1 comment. This had 31 likes, 2 comments, 41 likes, 1 comment, 81 likes, 5 comments. So that's what these numbers up here tells you. And then what you can do is, if I want to repin that, I can repin this by, if there was, let's see, yeah, if I wanted to add this to Tailwind, I could. So I can schedule that and, you know, find a board where this will go to, edit the description, and I can schedule it or save as a draft. So that's another place you can get pins from. So you can get them from your Instagram. You can get them from directly from the site, or you can repin them. Another thing they're starting is Smart Loop, which is something, there was another platform called Board Booster that had this function that automatically you didn't see how I have to add these pins to this Tailwind queue, and when it empties out, it's empty. It just tells me. Smart Loop, what that would do, that's not, it's in beta form right now. It'll automatically recycle these, so I don't have to come back here and refresh this. So it would never run out. I can go in there and swap out and bring in new content if something's not doing well, but for the most part, it'll constantly loop in the pins that I've already scheduled before, months and months before. So that's still in beta. I applied for it. I haven't gotten in yet, but so that's published pins, scheduled pins, board list. I think the board list just tells you, essentially gives you some analytics about your boards, how well they're doing. So let's look at that. Okay, I can create a board list. Okay. Okay, I guess it's boards that are out. Okay, so if there was a board that I pin a lot to, which, for example, this would be tech. I can put a lot of boards that I automatically pin to, so that way if there's one board list here, I could, okay, it'd make it easier and quickly to pin. That's what that's for. Monitor your own domain. So this will give me insights from the domain that's attached to this account. It tells me the average pins, and it's getting 19 pens daily, 30 average, 44,000 potential impressions, 6,444, 222 visits. So it's just a little bit analytical data. I don't know if this is accurate. This is just a sample, actually. I don't think this account has it. I think that account doesn't have the data. I think that's something that you have to get a paid account. These are free accounts, so they don't have it. So let's go to this account. Because I don't, is that this domain assistant? I guess it is. It is for Village Blog. Okay. Yeah, that is the traffic for that. Chronic activity, referral traffic. All some of these are shaded out because you have to go to like another level to get the full, okay. Hey, this revenue right here, I guess you could monitor. If you tie your pins into assign a monitor value to per pin, so as people are repinning them, or if you have some sort of rich pins where you can track people that convert pins that convert into sales, you can track how much money you're making from the pins if you're doing that. So optimize content pin inspector. This is another tool that lets you discover new places and new things to pin based on your analytics, based on the way you use Pinterest, your people come into your pins that do well, trending pins. This pin inspector gives you some information, insight on what you should be repinning or what's doing well. So this outfit's been pinned 5,976 times. So it tells me this is a pretty good pin. So I can schedule this for repin because that's doing well. It's under outfits. I can schedule again, and that'll help fill out that queue. Again, I have 30 per month. I'm not anywhere near close to my queue, but I can repin that again. This did well, 630, 544. These are pins that do pretty well. And another thing that lets you do trending pins, it's locked. I don't have that right there. I guess it'll tell me personal, but demo. Okay, well, they haven't released that yet. And heat lamps and peak days. So you can add the different websites here, and then you can check it by board, see what's doing well in food and drink. So this, well, I don't have much in food and drink, I guess. Blog post. Not that much. Yeah, well, these are things. These only show pins that you've actually pinned on here. Industry trends. Let's see what that is. I think that's new. It doesn't. I'm not. That's either locked for me or it's not activated. So, there are limits based on your account. So, let's go to change plan. Oh, sorry. So, okay, so you're in a 15-month plan. This account here is on a $15 per month plan. I can smart pin schedule. I can measure my pin success. I can schedule 400 pins per month. If I was on, I guess it's available with the annual plan. Basic profile metrics. 30 days. So after 30 days, I get a new one. It's only one account, multiple capabilities. If I spend $149 a month, if you're making a lot of money from this, you can use these other levels, and those darked out, shaded out functionalities, they open up and become available to you. You get these other parts of the plans. But anyway, for the most part, it's a great way to increase your traffic because I'll show you a little bit my behind the scene analytics. Before I did, at one point, my Pinterest numbers was really low, and then it says a huge dip. I don't know why it dipped down to 0 on this day. It had it fell down for some reason, and so I can show you that period of time when it fell down. I think it was within the last 30 days. It was not 30 days. No, it might have been the last. It only let 30 days. Anyway, before this, the numbers of daily pins had been either significantly less than even 50,000. And it's gone up substantially. And that started because I joined Tailwind, and with Tailwind, it's helping make my pins go out, and also joining Tailwind Tribes. So there's other people. Actually, let's look behind Tailwind Tribes a little bit. So let's look in the tribes. Here's the tribes. Tribes are really, really great because it's more people getting your content out. So here I have received 4 reshares from my tribes. So here's pins that I put in here, and it tells me how many people. This number here, like, remember when I was looking at the Instagram and it showed me how many people liked it and how people commented? The number on here tells you how popular it is in Pinterest. This outfit here, that schedule, it's really popular in Pinterest. It has 6,341 repins, so that makes it really, really popular. And this number here tells you how many times other members of the community has repinned it. So it's got repinned 3 times, 5 times by other members of the community. So, see, and just because you added to Tailwind Tribe doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be repinned. Because, for example, these I just added on there, so they haven't had time to get pinned. But there's others that have been here for a while. For example, this one, and no one's repinned it yet, even though it's in the tribe. So I've shared 19 of others. I've added 26 of my tribes, and there's new content all the time. That's what that is. So in beta insights, these are, it's like it's new, where they're giving you some more insight into your pinning and what that helps. I think we saw this already. Okay, so this tells me this insights from the actual tribes. So I've submitted 24 pins. This increase of 3 more since last year. I've received 28 shares for really the score is 0.19, and from those people sharing it, I've got a 19,940K reach. And on my own, I wouldn't even get that reach. So it's additional reach to the reach that my pins are already getting on their own. So it's my reach, and adding to that reach could be those other pins. And I mentioned that post that's really popular. Look, it's gotten 315,000 impressions, 199 clicks, 2,840 pins, saves from other people. I think that's it for this tutorial, but so anyways, that's it. So tribe is great. I've joined 4 out of 5 tribes. I need to find one more tribe to join. I have 20 more pins that I can pin within the next 30 days, which I'm going to do definitely. So I can either repin popular posts that's already doing well, or I can find one straight from the content. Like, for example, here, these top 10s for growing your list. So another way you can do it, other than going straight to the marklet, I also have here a when I attach the marklet or download the Tailwind plugin, it gives me the option to And that's viral tag. Wrong one. That's not it. Anyway, there's another way to do Tailwind. I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if I were in, here's another way you can do Tailwind, actually. If I have a pen here that I want to repen. What do I want to do? Let's say I want to repen this right here. See the schedule here? That's the Tailwind schedule. So I can reschedule this here. Hit schedule. And again, like as with when you go to a board, it gives me the opportunity to attach this to a schedule to a page. I'm not going to, but I can decide I'm going to put this on. Children's clothing, fashion. Couture kids, yeah. So couture kids fashion, I could add it there. I can add it to parenting because it's kind of related to parenting because parents need to buy the clothes. So I can add it to person. Okay, I can add it as a belly, just the blog post. I can add it there. And then you can hear again, I can add it to tribes. So I can add it here to mom bloggers, here babies. Add it to that tribe. So essentially, I guess this is showing you how it works when you add to a tribe. Content has been added to the tribes. Now that they can find it. I can pin this out. I can save this. So the usual, use intervals at times between pins. Okay, I guess I can schedule the times between pins. I never saw that before. Anyway, so that's it. So that's Tailwind in a nutshell. Hopefully that's helpful for you if you're just starting out using Tailwind. I highly recommend it. It's great for drawing your traffic. It's great for driving traffic back to your site. It's great for driving sales to your products that you're selling on your website, or affiliate sales if you're an affiliate for various different markets. So there you go. Have fun. Sign up. I have a link in the bio if you want to sign up. Use my affiliate link. Thanks so much. Bye.